Hi, hello, welcome. It is the middle of exam season, so this will be more short bursts of crocheting and the in between when I'm doing assignments and studying. The worst assignment is already done. That is my research proposal for my thesis. That is submitted. That was 2 days ago now. Ooh, time is weird. And the next actual moment of having to have something ready isn't until next week, Wednesday. It's currently Thursday. So I'm okay. I'm on schedule now. All of the other assignments are not that bad. They're actually quite easy. I could probably finish each of them in like 4 hours if needed. And the two exams that I have are things that I am already mostly prepared for, in the sense that I just need to look over it again to refresh my memory. I understood all of the concepts before we went on winter break, and I already have like a list of all of the stuff that I need to know. So that's cool, that's good. That's gonna not be that bad. Unless I just like go on a crochet rampage right now and don't do anything until next week, which that's not the plan. The plan is right now to make some more of these squares. I made this one today. I have some more of this yarn downstairs right now. The rest of this yarn is upstairs, so when I finish this, I will move on to something else. I have plenty of yarn downstairs and you don't need to be moving that around right now. I need to edit, and then I would like to finish the book that I'm reading today. I have already finished 5 books so far. It's the 9th right now. It's like early in the day on the 9th. So I'm proud of that. That's good. I'm like 30 pages away from finishing that book, so I can definitely get that done today if I just sit down for a moment, or maybe I go to the gym and I read on the treadmill. That's also nice to do. What else? I had something else to say, but I forgot. I'm gonna be working on this, and then show you, and then tell you what I'm doing next. I don't know. It'll be all things that I already have in progress. I'm not starting anything new during this week. Alright, see ya. Hi, a little bit later. Neo is here. Hey. Neo is here. Little baby. Oh, I woke you up. Yeah. Okay, bye, baby. So we have that one. Neo, get your tail out of the frame. Yeah. Number 2. Solid white. Solid black. Working on another solid black one. Somehow still not out of that yarn. Interesting. This is the ones I previously had. A couple of the white skull with the black surrounding, and a couple of the little stripy ones. I think to also make some with black skulls and then white around it. I have no clue what I'm gonna do with this yet, by the way. Like, I could make a pretty cool cardigan with that, nice and soft, or just a blanket, you know, but I just like having this yarn and then making all of the squares the same size and just making a bunch of them with no real plan yet. The other thing that I wanted to say that I needed to do that I completely blanked on was taking pictures of this cardigan and the Drifloon plush. So I did that. I have this much of the yarn left, and I'm gonna use that up, and then the next yarn is going to be this. I'm gonna be working on this shawl for a bit. Yeah, maybe I can actually finish this. Not sure how much more I want to add to this. I want this one to be quite big, that I do know, so maybe not, but it's possible. And I remember which hook I used for that because I wrote it down. That's smart. It's not even 2 p.m. yet, so that's good. Yeah. Yay. Hi, hello. It is like 7:10 right now. Productive day today. I am sleepy. Whoa. I worked on that shawl for a bit, and then I did some weaving in ends on my big box of squares. But then I got bored of weaving in ends, so we're gonna make more squares. And try to weave in the ends as I make them, because, yeah. I think that's the last thing I'm gonna be doing today. So I will see you tomorrow, probably. Bye. Hi, good day. It is the next day. I'm gonna be working with this yarn company yarn on the corner to corner thing I have going on. And I'm gonna be reading my next book on my list. It's this one, Hell Followed With Us. I've only read the first chapter so far. So far, so good. It does do the thing that always makes me go, when I'm reading, which is kill off a main character's loved one on the first page to try and set like the how bad the world is and how evil everything is. But I'm just sitting there like, I did not even get a paragraph to care about this person. Like, I get how that works for a lot of people. Like, a lot of people will be interested and go like, ooh, instant tension, instant chase scene, instant important moment. But I'm just sitting there like, I don't know this guy yet. I don't care. But that may just be me. I did finish Graveyard Shift last night. I am impressed that they managed to make 5 distinct characters in 120 or so pages. It's very impressive. I'm also impressed that I didn't like any of them. Not in the sense of, oh, they're all flawed people with issues, because that's the point of the book. But just, I didn't vibe with any of them. There was none of the 5 characters, when it was their chapter, I was like, oh yay, it's this one again. And it was always like, oh, okay. And I'm a little sad that we didn't get more, get to see more of the consequences at the end. It's kind of an open ending, which is good, but when there's a plot line like that, I want to know what happens to people. I want to know what happens to that lady. But I can probably think of something that would happen to her. That's gonna be okay. I'm doing good on my reading goal. I'm also doing good on other tasks today. I did some cleaning and I went to the store already and stuff like that. Nice. I'm actually gonna have to like see if a corner to corner is something I can do while reading. I know I can do a granny stitch. And to me this is just a weird version of a granny stitch. But it does require a bit more precise placement, if that makes sense. I haven't tried to do this without looking at it yet. But I'm gonna try now, because I want to read my book and I don't have the audiobook for it. Hi. Hi, hello. I did manage to do the corner to corner stitch while reading. I am now 10% into the book. I like it so far, and that is surprising to me, because I tend to not like dystopia novels. Especially dystopia novels that are set in the current year. I know this was written a few years ago, but it's set in 2025. But it's interesting. It's different from what I'm used to for dystopia novels, which that's good. But yeah, so far so good. 10%. I can't really make any judgments yet. I like the character. I like the spooky element of it. Like the biological warfare element. Interesting. It's now time to do university stuff. Hi. Hello. I went to work today, and the whole day at work I was like, man, I would like to use my knitting machine today. Neo? Oh my god, baby, where did you get that? Neo managed to grab some yarn. Whoops. That was over the whole world. Creature, holy shit. Right, the entire day at work today, I was like, man, I would like to use my knitting machine. I would like to make some beanies, you know? So I get home and I put my waste yarn on there and I start using some of this nice yarn. It's also in my cardigan to see how that works up into a beanie. But then I take a closer look to make sure it's not skipping any stitches, and I notice that one of these little, like the inside things, not the things that come up, but one of the holders, just broke. It just broke. Like those peg thingies I know how to fix, but these little holders I don't. Because if anything on that isn't smooth, it just won't work. So I won't be using my knitting machine at all. I mean, it's a Centro, like a cheapo one that I got on sale at some point, so it's fine. I've had this for like 2 years now, but a little sad. Little sad. Yeah. Well, figure out how to get rid of that, I guess. Might get a new one at some point, but not right now. Now I gotta think of something else that I want to do tonight. I'm not sure. Last night, after I finished working on that assignment I was working on, I ended up watching Dum Da Dum with my boyfriend. We watched the entire 12-episode season in one sitting. That was fun. That was a weird show. Why did they do that to him? Why did they do that to that guy? But yeah, that was fun. I could make a cat ear beanie out of this, maybe. Do I want to do that? I just kind of wanted to see what this looked like knit. But I'm not knitting that much by hand right now. I don't feel like doing that. Right, yesterday on this one I got this much progress. Couple of rows. Pretty good. I'm gonna make food and figure out what I'm doing tonight, now that I'm not making beanies. Damn. Hi, hello, we're on my corner in the couch. Welcome. So many of them are doing an update for you because I am tired and grumpy and cannot do my words correctly. I'm working on this double crochet blanket. I started working on this double crochet blanket again. I pulled it out of my little storage thing because I got annoyed at making my granny squares. Because I was grumpy about my knitting machine breaking, right? Valid thing to be grumpy about. Knitting machine costs a decent amount of money. It wasn't really expensive. I've had it for like 2 years, but it broke out of nowhere. I was just using it slowly, calmly, and it broke. I've seen people put a drill bit on that thing, so or like an actual electric drill, and just gonna zoom it, so it shouldn't have broken at me just using it as intended. Anyway, I was annoyed at that, so I didn't want to keep making magic circles and cutting my yarn and all of that brain cell usage, so I wanted to work on this. This uses a 5mm crochet hook. I have a favorite 5mm crochet hook.
It's the same one as my 6mm, same brand. I have 2 of that 5mm crochet hook. I have a copy of it, or a second one, or a backup, or whatever, because I lost it once before and I got a replacement. And then I found it again. Can't find either of them. So I did find my old one in my room, in my drawer of old hooks that I keep in case I lose my hooks. Smart. Smart. Good thinking. So I do have a 5mm, and I can work on my blanket. But now I'm even more grumpy because I spent 10 minutes looking for a hook and I didn't find it. And I also spilled my soda while looking for it. So I'm gonna crochet on my blanket, not talk to anyone, and then go to bed. And then try again tomorrow. Good night.
Hi, good day. It's Sunday. First, most important, I found my hook. Yay. I spent the entire morning, early afternoon, it's like 2:30 now, from like 10 a.m. till now. I have been cleaning and organizing. I moved out the weight couch, pulled all of Neo's toys from under it, found a bunch of tapestry needles and stitch markers and my hook. And I vacuumed and I mopped the floor and I really put effort into vacuuming the carpet because that's difficult to do. Or it's not a carpet, it's like a rug. Doesn't matter. I'm washing the couch blankets. I did the big clean of Neo's litter box. I did dishes. I cleaned all the tables and all the chairs and all that kind of stuff. And then I went into my room and I organized my yarn storage, which was one of my goals for January. So that's good. Happy, proud. I had to kind of like recolor organize my chenille yarn shelf because it was no longer sorted. I had to resort it, take everything out, put everything back in the correct place. And then I just kind of like put my finished sweaters, cardigans, whatever into my shelf. And I washed the ones that I'd worn recently. I hung up the one that I wore yesterday to air out because that one wasn't dirty yet. I've worn it once. It's new. Yeah. So everything is clean. I found my hook. I feel much better. I did go ahead and I ordered a replacement for the chipped one, which is my 6mm. It's the 6mm that's chipped. You can tell, I don't know if you can tell, but there's just like a tiny dent right here. And yarn catches on that, which that's not even that big of a deal. I'm used to that by now. But sometimes when I'm like doing a stitch that's slightly like where I have to kind of hold it in place, it catches my finger. And I hate that. So I ordered a replacement and I'm putting this one in the backup bin. And I ordered a 5.5 and a 4 because I don't have those in this type yet. These are Clover Soft Touch apparently. The ones that I was thinking were called Soft Touch are called Clover or more. Doesn't matter. These are my favorites. I want my other main used sizes in my favorite. Yeah, that's all. Yarn's organized, downstairs is clean, I found my hook, I'm gonna work on this blanket and call my friends and have a snack now. See ya. Hi, good morning. Yesterday I ended up working on that blanket for a bit and then I made a few more plain black squares and then I realized, oh man, I only got 2 packs of white and 4 packs of black. Because I was thinking I was just gonna make these and that was all. So I did not have nearly enough, I still have quite a bit of white, but I didn't have nearly enough white to do the pattern I thought I was gonna do with all of these different squares. So I got every square that wasn't a skull and I assembled it in this shape, you know, 3x3 in the back, panel in the front, panel in the front, and I started a sleeve. Yeah, cool. Yeah, okay. So that's what I'm doing with those squares, just because I refuse to take apart squares that are multiple colors. Or redo the squares that are single colors even because they aren't the length of what I need for the skulls. Um, and then with the rest of it, I'll just be making the skulls. New vest cardigan thingamajig in progress. And it is now Monday, which means we're ending this one here. I didn't finish anything, just as I predicted. But I did make good progress on my assignments and my studying and cleaning the house, so that's cool. Progress on squares, blanket, squares, starting a vest, finishing reading a book. Yeah, good week. See you next time, bye.